Yeah.
I know it's working. We're back live, episode number 97.
Episode 17, because we're supposed to be on 17, but we're actually on 14 because we're 3 episodes
3921.
behind.
We're good. Chub, chub.
Yeah. Gravity's
Make sure.
horizontal.
In this house it is. We do what we can. All right. So, because I want to not stray away from the theme of these episodes. I want to get back into
Ramadan things.
Ramadan things. And I looked into it today, and it was the thing that sparked my attention for today. And that is traditions in different countries, or Ramadan traditions in different countries, you could say. So
Cool.
that's what I was thinking of. Now, we have a fair few different traditions in New Zealand. The general Ramadan tradition is to make sure you do nothing to your house. So you need to have as low key, low profile as possible. That's the tradition there. Make sure you do nothing. Make sure no one
Nobody
knows
knows that
about
you're
it.
a Muslim in the
Yeah, it
slightest.
should be. You should make it as secretive as possible. Make sure nobody knows. Make sure there's not a
Yeah,
single
even
light in your
like
house.
fake a sip of water in front of people, then spit
Ah,
out the water.
oh yeah, I'm not.
Haha,
That's the one.
gotcha.
That's the New Zealand tradition there, because that's what I saw, and hopefully it's different now. I could be just running people down and probably get some haters in there, but no problem. Or not haters. I'm the one hating, but some people
I think
speaking
Ahmed's
truth.
gonna have a couple comments regarding that.
Of course, he'll have a couple of comments, bro. He's the type of guy. He's that kind of guy.
I think he knows that
Now
graph very well.
he does. Now let me tell you. So
Yeah.
one of the newest traditions I found out here in Doha is actually called Gringao.
Garangao.
Gringao, called Gringao, mate. Bloody Gringao.
Garangao. It's like
Yeah,
the
Gringao.
Islamic version of Halloween.
Honestly, I thought this was the coolest. Gringao is one of the coolest traditions, I must say. So we took this tradition, this pagan tradition,
Pagans, yes.
where it was, I don't know the roots of Halloween, but everyone says it is sort of satanic in nature and devils in nature. And I don't know. I don't look into too much. I don't think people nowadays are going out celebrating Halloween thinking I'm gonna go hail Satan,
Worship Satan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people are gonna do that kind of stuff. I don't think that's the thing. I
I think
think
it's definitely for consumerism now.
yeah, so what I've realized nowadays in especially New Zealand was first of all, it was no longer about so when you're very young, it was about candy and pranks. We did a lot
Yeah.
of pranks. The one time I did participate in the pagan festival, I was very young, and I
During
just
your
did
infidel
pranks.
days.
Not infidel days. I literally went as a gangster as well. I just wanted candy, and I was young, and I just wanted to participate. The first Ramadan I ever did, no, the only time I ever went to Halloween, I was actually fasting in Ramadan. I remember that, and I couldn't eat the
Okay.
candy until I had iftar. So
Yeah,
everyone was eating their
that
candy
was
and stuff.
ages ago.
Yeah, it was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So there was that. And as I grew up and went to high school and university,
Became about
uh,
parties.
it became about alcohol, parties, and mostly, people were going as the how would you say it, the slutty version of. So you could be a nurse or you could be a
Be a slutty nurse.
okay. So you could even go further, like I want to be Black Widow from
The
Marvel's
Avengers.
Avengers, or
Slutty Black Widow.
okay. So these are you see the trend here. I'll give you just one more. You could be a ghost, or you could be a slutty ghost. So that
Yeah.
was the theme that was happening there. It was very much less about it was very much
Candy.
less about anything about there was no candy, there was nothing. It was just an event for these sorts of activities, you could
Oh,
say.
100%. Yeah. Well, when you're older, things change.
Yeah, but now
Like,
here
you're not
in
going to be
Doha,
18 years old and going to trick or treat, bro.
well,
Unless you've got a
honestly not.
child.
Unless you got a child, that's where you get the that's where you can have fun again doing child stuff, because you can't go to a bouncy castle at this age without a child and not look like a pedophile. Okay, you cannot go to Lollipop's Playland better by yourself. You
Lollipop's
will
Playland was the shit.
oh slaps best. It was probably one of the funnest trips we could do as
Loyal
children.
Leon was elite, bro.
Oh, amazing.
That
The
was like the
bumpers,
best day of your life when you're like 5, 6 years, 7 years old.
oh, it literally was. I remember like I remember when my mom used to take us, we'd always go at the same time. We'd have to wait for mom to
It
finish
was
the
like
episode
out
of Days
west,
of Our
wasn't it?
Lives. No, no, there was one right next to our house in Ellerslie.
Oh, nice.
So we used to wait until my mom finished. My mom used to clean the house, feed us, watch one episode of Days of Our Lives, and then take us.
Days of Our Lives is still running, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
I'm
Can't
fairly
be,
certain
bro.
it is. I'm
Like
fairly
sand
certain it
through an
is.
hourglass, so are the days of our
Days of Our
lives.
Lives.
Yeah, it's a big one. Anyway, back to
But
Bringal.
okay, do you know what, like, do you know why they have Garangawa? Each country calls it different, right? Like in
Yeah,
Kuwait, it's called
UAE has it
Girgaan.
different. And bro, UAE calls it like Haq al Layla or something like that.
I don't know. I know in Kuwait it used to be called Girgaan.
Yeah.
In Qatar, it's called Garangawa. But it's all the same premise. It's during the middle of Ramadan, between like the 13th to the 15th day or 14th to the 16th. So we're right in the middle. And it's basically for kids to like, it's like an achievement for kids. Like, oh, you made it through halfway. Time for you to like celebrate. You know what I mean? Like, it's something for kids to look forward to, so they can like partake in like the ritual of like fasting and all
Yeah.
that.
And I think it's a really nice thing for them because kids here, and what I really liked was the kids in our neighborhood here were coming to my house. They were knocking on the door, and it was kids who weren't even fasting. They were Western kids and stuff like that. They were having the time of our lives, bro. And we were just
Yeah,
handing
bro.
them candy, and they were fighting over the candy. We were just filling those things up, sugary treats. It's really nice to be part of that, and because we have
I'm
the
sure your
illuminated
niece
house
loved it.
here. Oh, she didn't do it. She didn't. She was too young, bro. It's
She's
hard.
banned from candy.
Yeah. After the events, after the last time we
after
had candy,
after the pagan event.
after the pagan event, we don't do the. It was too much. There was 3 minutes. We had no idea where she was. We found her again.
Just
She,
strung out.
bro. She went through that wormhole in Interstellar, bro. That's all I can tell you, bro. She was time stopped existing for
She
a
saw
good
the other
meter.
side.
She saw too much, bro. She those eyes were dilated, dudes. We're just looking at it like, Lily, you've had too much sugar. But see, so that's a really really nice thing for kids to be part of, and it's such a fun festive time. I find the whole month of Ramadan to be my favorite time of the year, just because of how fun it is and how festive it is, and how people are so committed to this kind of one time where everyone has this one goal or moving towards. It's a very very nice feeling,
100%.
and like a little bit extra for the kids for them to understand that, hey, it's not just we don't just have there's not just Halloween and Christmas and Easter's and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
For
Like
young
like
Muslims, you have
our
stuff
holidays
to
also have like
yeah, we
fun
also
things
have
to
these
them.
fun there's fun things to look forward to for you, now if you go to some other countries, some other very, I would say, Qatar centric traditions, I would say Khalij centric traditions here
Yeah.
are is the canon. Every Khaliji country has a canon tradition.
The
All of
iftar
them have.
canon, yeah.
Iftar canon is a big thing. I don't know how that started and how it is, but that has been,
I
quintessential.
want to say I want to say it's been around for like I want to guess it's been around for like centuries, bro.
The iftar, I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think it was
I
around for a
would not.
long time to let people know like that it's time.
What? Because cannons could, push that sound so much further. I could hear the cannon from my place now. By the way,
Yeah, because there's one.
I heard it. I heard it. It was quite loud. I might
Maybe
go. I actually want to go see the cannon one day.
there's a lot. There's one in Lusail. There's one in Katara. There's on in Suq Waqif. There's I think one in the Corniche. There's a lot.
We go see a cannon. That'll be dope. Actually, go see a cannon just for the sake of it.
There's a lot of like Ramadan traditions. Like even my dad was telling me like back in the day they used to have the Saharati, like the guy that used to walk around the neighborhood with like a
اصحى يا
drum.
نايم يا
Exactly.
نايم اصحى دون دون دون.
Yeah, exactly. So they used to have that back in the day. They don't have it now, but I think some actually I think some countries still do have it.
So
I know in
تعرف
Egypt they have it.
المسحراتي they have it in India. It was very very popular.
I know in Egypt they still have it. I want to say a lot of North African countries also have it.
I want to say that it was called in India. It's called like a sihri wali or something like that. The same guy. It's one guy who wakes up and he just bangs the drum to wake other people up before alarm
Basically, he's
clocks.
like everyone's alarm in the neighborhood.
Well, he was before iPhones, so that was the main thing.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
came before that. So that's one I know a very actually weird tradition in the whole Middle East, especially Gulf, is Vimto.
Oh, Vento. Oh, bro, elite.
Vimto
There's
is a
there's two
tradition.
things. There's two things that are like basically you don't have them 11 months of the year, and you have them only for this 1 month.
Yeah,
Atayef and Vemto.
bro. So let me tell you, bro. Vimto invented in 1908. That was 15 years ago in Lancaster, United Kingdom. Okay, uh, it was a health tonic in cordial form, and it's made up of, for people who don't know, grapes, raspberries, and black currants, flavored with herbs and spices, by a guy called John Noel Nichols, something like that. Now, the crazy thing about Vimto is that it's so popular in the UK, but this guy, there is no way he would have known that he invented this drink that was going to be consumed by at least 700 million people in 1 month a year.
Yeah, yeah. And bro, they sell tons of it during Ramadan. Like if you go to any like supermarket or grocery store or whatever, they sell it in like boxes, bro. Like you want like a
Yeah.
12 pack of Vemto, bro.
You see, like, well, do you drink Vimto any other time?
Never.
Yeah, exactly. So Vimto was introduced Vimto was introduced uh I think 80 it's saying 80 years ago in the Arab Peninsula, and they're saying that they sell 15 million bottles during the 1 month period. Basically, that was 2007. So imagine now, where TikTok and all that stuff really hypes these things up even more. They'd have
Yeah.
way more than that. But out of the other 11 months, completely barren, dry. And I think it's really cool to see that you invent a product, right? And you have no idea. Well, it's like not just invented products. It's anything you do in your life. You have no idea where it's going to lead you. This guy invented a product 115 years ago. Oh yeah, in his mind, the people who were consuming it weren't people wearing thobes in the middle of the desert.
Riding camels. Especially like you're talking 105 years ago.
100%, 100%. 80 years ago, when Vimto was first introduced here, there's definitely people riding camels. There's probably still people now riding camels with drinking
That
Vimto.
sip on Vemto during iftar.
100%. And you know what's crazy? There's so many knockoffs to Vimto, but there's only one Vimto, bro.
Oh, you can't. You can, like I don't know. Like you can try to replicate it, but you can always tell which one's the OG, bro.
Yeah, that deep purple hue,
When
bro.
when when the blockade happened here, they stopped bringing Vemto in because they weren't manufacturing it here. I think they were either bringing it from the UAE or Saudi, right?
Vimto's manufactured in a company called Arjan. When we used to order it in New Zealand, we used to import from the company manufactured in Saudi was Arjan.
Yeah, so they stopped bringing it here, right? So they
Yeah,
brought what they started bringing was importing like last like 2 years ago during Ramadan. They imported the UK version of it, right?
yeah,
Like so, like basically, essentially the original version of Vemto, like the one that was
yeah.
established in the UK. Doesn't taste the same.
Doesn't taste as good, right?
Nope.
Well, you see, I think there is a lot of local changes to products in regions to suit the local palate.
Probably.
I believe that because if you I bet you if in the UK they drink the Vimto here, they'll say it's too sweet.
Probably.
How concentrated do you like your Vimto, by the way, Better?
I don't like it too concentrated. Like I don't like it too watered down, but I don't like to drink straight up just the concentrate, bro. That shit,
Yeah,
that stuff is way too sweet.
I find it really hard to gauge it because you don't know, especially with water. It also tastes. It's also the bomb with 7 Up, by the way.
No, I've never tried it with 7 Up.
Not slaps with 7 Up. 7 Up and some mint leaves in there, and you're basically like a mixologist at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Might as well just go work as a bartender, halal bartender, bro.
Well, you are a halal bartender. I Oh, here's another one. Jalab, for example.
Jalab, Amr ad-Din, all those.
Jalab just tastes like elderly Vimto. It doesn't taste good at all. I don't like it.
Jalab, okay. So okay, look, Vemto's like like licorice, the red licorice, the sweet one.
Yeah.
That's what Vemto is. Jalab is like the black licorice. It's like straight up for adults, bro.
I don't like it, bro. I don't like jalab. I
I
don't
don't
like
like
it
it
at all.
either.
It's too it makes my stomach feel funny.
There's a lot of things that make your stomach feel funny, to be fair.
Yeah, but the jalab especially, I think it's more, it makes my gag reflex go. Also, what
Just
I
off
do
topic,
like,
are those your noise cancellation panels behind you?
yes, there. I hope there's any of them there. We're still to figure out how we're gonna mount these on a wall.
Nice.
We're
All
gonna
right.
get them on there.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Jalab, Amaruddin,
Ahmad is
Tamir
nice. I like
Hindi.
Ahmad. Tamarind is bro, tamarind, you gotta be a 7 o'clock kind of guy for the tamarind. You've really gotta be that kind of
7
guy,
p.m.
bro.
sharp.
You're that kind of guy, bro. It's
You got to be Khabib and the boys to like
oh,
really
bro.
be on the Tamir Hind vibe.
You know when you have if you have the tamarind vibes, you purely own leather sandals. You get home from work and you're wearing a white 42 large thobe, white, crisp. You probably you chill in the TV room with a pen in your pocket still,
And you probably have some bizzard with you.
habibi. They sell the tamarind with bizzer tied to the bag there. It's a combo deal. Okay, you've
Yeah,
never
there are
watched
there
a
are
fit in
there
your
are
life.
definitely certain drinks and like even sweets, like I said, like atayif and stuff that are purely Ramadan based. Like you'll never go to someone's house like in like August and Ramadan was in April. You're never gonna go to their house in August and they're gonna offer you atayif.
Never. But I do like a taif. I do. I do like a taif. I honestly wish a taif were done at other times of the year. I think
You
it's
can do them whenever you want.
I you know
It
what's the
just doesn't
biggest
feel right.
yeah, it doesn't. You know what's the biggest heartbreak on earth though?
What?
Is when someone gives me three ataifs.
Okay.
Okay? There's three on the plate. I'm ecstatic, over the moon, in fact, that I have three small pancakes that were once circular and now they are halved.
Calzones.
Calzones, okay? We have dumplings, sweet dumplings dipped in syrup, deep fried. The work has been done. And you get your little fork. We don't use regular size forks, we use little ataya forks. Okay, and you push down only to reveal there is actually no cheese in there. Nuts. That is that honestly, I just feel a little part of my soul just dies with this. Oh,
I don't know, man. Cheese is always better for some reason.
bro, it's just not good. I don't know why they make the nuts. It's just not good. No
I'm
one
I'm
wants
not a
to.
fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I know a lot of people that do like it. To be fair,
Doesn't matter.
like Joe's. Like I don't like the Joe's ones.
I hate it, dude. I don't like it at all. I literally don't eat them. They're
I
just
just
not
like
good.
cheese.
I want three cheese. Just give me three cheese. It tastes so much
100%.
better.
That's why I think like you should like before putting them on your guest's plate, you should be like, do you want cheese or Joe's? Like, tell me which ones you want,
Yeah.
so I don't give you the ones that you're not gonna eat.
Oh, I just don't offer Joe's at all. I don't, if you don't like cheese, that's too bad. You should just have, I guess
You should just not come back to my house.
you just have tea. I reckon that's what you should have. The cheese is elite, bro. The cheese is so much better.
I agree.
Well, the last tradition, which I thought was quite cool, and I don't know if many people know about it, even in that country. In Indonesia, they have one called Padusan,
Okay,
and
what's that?
it's very much more exclusive to people living in Java.
Okay,
So they basically go to like and any Indonesians who are listening to this, please correct me and if I miss any points on this. But basically, they go and they swim in natural ponds in the cities, and they say it's a purification before Ramadan.
they do it before Ramadan.
Yeah, so before Ramadan starts, they'll all go swimming. Now, I don't know if anyone actually believes there's like a purification for it. I just kind of think,
It's just
they
become
just want
like
to
a
go.
tradition.
It's a tradition. We'll go swimming before. We go swimming before Ramadan. I think that's what it
Fair
has
enough. This
more
is
to
the first
do.
time I hear of it.
Yeah,
but I
well,
will ask my Indonesian friends. This is
yeah,
in
you should.
fact
I mean, and I don't think it's all Indonesia. I think it's very exclusively Java.
fair enough. Good to know.
So yeah,
So next
yeah.
time if I go to Java before Ramadan, I'll be sure that I'm going to take a dip in a
You go
pond
for
somewhere.
the dunk, bro. You're gonna go for the dunk.
Yes, sir.
All right, easy does it. 20 minutes reached. Let's froth. Thank you very much, crowd. Assalamu alaikum.
The crowd goes wild.